Hi, so we're looking at activity 2, but I did just want to draw your attention to slide 8, which is kind of, I'm trying to demonstrate really what you should be doing in your books. So, okay, so we program and everyone thinks, oh, I'll just do a screen dump, but no, you learn better when you write things out. So that's why we use our books. So you'll have the date, you'll have what it is you're doing. Now, it's important to say, well, okay, this is me declaring a variable. So you've got your name, your input, and what the user's going to input there. And I've annotated that as I would comment in Python. And then I'm just explaining that the print statement is the way that I output this. And I'm talking about the concatenation here, how I'm adding the variable to a string. And then I'm just evaluating my output. Okay, so essentially that would just have been task 1 right there. And I just wanted to demonstrate that's in your PowerPoint to show you exactly what your book should look like. And of course there's no reason why you can't further annotate, as I tried to do here. This is where the users, this is the actual data that the user input, and so this is why my it said Michelle when it evaluated. And then I'll just bring this onto screen. Here we're saying, well, this is the value of the variable named Michelle. Okay, so the idea that you've got this level of detail in your books is really important, because when you go back to look at that, you know, when it's time to do your revision, etc., this stuff is what's going to help you remember what you've done like a year ago or 6 months ago. Okay, right, so activity 2 then is what this the focus of this video is about, and it's really writing a program that will allow the user to enter the number of children in a class and the number of exercise books they each require, and then you've got to total the number of books. So interestingly, we've done stuff similar to this before, so we just want to go to Repellent, and I'm purposely kind of using this now. I'm not logging in because I'm just mindful of your experience. Okay, so I want to go to the home page of Repellent. I just want to start coding. I'm not logging in or signing in, I haven't got time for that. So I just want to go to start coding, and it's asking me to select my language, so I'm going to select Python, and then I'm going to create my new Repellent. Of course, if you log in, it's better because all of this stuff will be saved. But if you're one of those people that, you know, oh, I don't want to log in, I don't want to do this, that, and the other, then it's not essential, because the real thing is that it's going to be in your books and you're going to have the experience of programming. So commenting code is super important. This is really funny actually, because I'm going to say to you, my comment key doesn't work. So if you want to comment something and you can't find a comment key, I don't know why mine isn't working, but I would just write comment in Python, and then I can go and pick up my £, because for some strange and unknown reason I can't get it to work on my keyboard. So this is how I'm going around getting my comment at the moment. Do you see that? But that's because it's so important to comment your code. So write an input code to declare variables for number of children and number of books. Now this looks like it's dropped onto many lines, but I've reduced the size of my window, so all it's doing is just wrapping. Essentially that is one comment, one-lined comment. Alright, so I'm going to declare a variable called children, and I want an input from a user. How many children are there? Alright, so again, I need to know, because I can't do any calculations if I don't know. Alright, and then I want another variable, and the sensible name for this is going to be books, because how many books does each child need? Now, this is a simple question that's going to help me to work out the total number of books, right? So, I've got declare the total number of books based on the number of children and books needed. Okay, so that's kind of the next thing. So children, and I'm making sure that my system knows that the data that's come in here is an integer. It needs to be, because it can't do a calculation without it. So I'm literally just changing the value of my variables. I'm making sure that Python knows its numbers. So we're taking an input here, but let's just be clear, Python will need to know that it's numbers so that it can work out children, got these many children, and each child needs this number of books. So now what I want to do is I just want to print that out, right? So I need a print statement. You will need, and how many books will we need? So I'm going to add that to my variable. So now I'm printing it out. I want to turn my total into a string, because you can't have an integer and a string together. It doesn't like that. So what I've got to do is I've got to make sure that to my variable I add that to the value here, and then so I can print out what the answer to this is, and then I'm getting the number of books. Let's have a look, see. So how many children are there? 5. How many books does each child need? 2. You will need 10 books. Okay, so I'll put a space there, that won't hurt. How many children are there? 25. How many books does each child need? 2. You will need 50 books. So my space is going to need to be there. Let's try again. How many children are there? 56. How many books do each children need? 3. You will need 168 books. I'll put the space there. How many children are there? 78. How many books does each child need? 2. You will need 156 books. Thank you. I'm happy with that output now. Okay? So essentially the logic here and the idea of this lesson is taking user input. We declare our variables, but instead of giving the variables a value immediately, we're waiting for the user input to come in. In this particular instance down here, because we're going to use the value of these variables as in a calculation, we need to change them to integer. Out of curiosity, you can have a quick, you can have a quick look and see. It's not letting me delete this actually. It's like, no, I like what you've done here. Leave me alone. Okay, so would it work now? How many children are there? 5. How many books does each child need? 2. No, there's an error type. It's feeling like we've got a string here. So we need to say to Python, oh, by the way, you know what? It's a string input. It's not a string input. It's an integer input. Well, that is the reason that needs to be there. Otherwise, we'll call an error because it doesn't understand the data type. Okay? So now we're back to basics. Oh, I've done something wrong. Don't know what though. Anywho, I didn't. Oh, two brackets. Do you see that? Sometimes it's about going back and having a look. It's told us where the mistake is though. So what's wrong with it now? All I did was add integer. So I've got integer, books, and then total number of children. Invalid syntax. Books is equal to. Somehow it doesn't like my my syntax right here. Books. Why? Can't see a mistake. Oh my gosh, 8 minutes already. Well, I've done this code once already, so I don't know why it's doing that now. So let me just figure out what I've done wrong. Right, how many books does each child need? We know we're good to go there. Yeah, okay, we're good to go there. So, you notice I've taken everything out and I'm like, well, I've done something silly just now. No idea what I've done. So we're going to declare our children variable. So there we go. And that's equal to integer. And you know what I could have done? When it gives me my hint, I'll take it. Just in case it's something to do with my, you know, the way that my keyboard or my mouse or something. And then we've got books, which is another variable that is got stored already, and I want that to be an integer, and I want that to store books. I've just done this, but because we've both noticed an error, I'm doing it again. Total is equal to children times books. Okay, don't really need the brackets around there, you know. Let me just see why I put brackets there. So I want to print, you will need string, changing it back because the string and integer together doesn't work. So because I've got a string there and I'm adding it to that, I need to ensure that that is done correctly. Print. Oh, done something wrong here. You will need. Oh, look, I put an equal sign. Now it's just getting silly. Come on, 5 children, 2 books each. You will need 10 books. Thank you very much. Yeah, very strange. But you see how I tried to fix that? I just went back over what I did. I deleted some code up to where the error was. It was at books. Actually, I deleted all of that, but I could have just deleted it up to books. And then I retyped it because clearly I'd done something wrong that it didn't like, or it didn't recognize the character that I put in there. All right, so I'm going to stop now because it is 11 minutes, but that should be enough for you to get activity